All right, folks, today we have a 2007 Volvo XC90 all-wheel drive SUV. So first things first, let's start it up. All right, as you see, starts right up, no problem. It does have one little light on. You can see it's just a maintenance light telling you it's time to take the car in and get it maintained. Let's get our mileage here. 160,005 miles. So it's basically right on the nose, 160,000 miles. And let's just take a quick look at our equipment. So we start with our windows. No problem there. All right, and let me turn this. Heated seats are working because it's about 65 degrees out, and that's warming me right up. All right, so there's our other window, and then of course the most important driver's side. All the way down and all the way up. All right, so there is your windows. Just bump the switch, I guess. All right, let's head back to the sunroof. We got that thing working all the way up, all the way down, and check out the vent. I guess this one doesn't have it. I guess not. Doesn't have that setting. Anyway, so all windows working as they should. Sunroof working as it should. Let's start with our radio. All right, so that's coming in nice and clear. Heat, we don't really need to use the heat or the air today, so let's try them both and see where we get. I'm sure the heat will kick right on. We have had this thing long enough that I know the heat does work. Where do we need this blowing right out of here? Turn that one off. Oh, that's why it's closed. All right, so I can definitely feel the heat coming out. Now let's try our air conditioning. Don't need rear AC. Need AC on. Alright, so I'll just let that run a little bit. You want to watch me sit here with my hand over the vent. Okay, so that's kind of a basic look at our equipment. It is an automatic. You can see the shifter here in the console. So let's hop out and just take a quick look at the motor and the tires. Alright, 6-cylinder motor. It's a 3.2 liter. Alright, let me have a step back here. Shot of the underside of the hood. You can see nice and clean there around the engine compartment. In good shape, so we'll close that up. And like I said, next thing we're going to do is take a look at the wheels and tires. You can see we do have Volvo alloy wheels all the way around. And next thing I'm going to get is our tread depth. We are about 6/30 seconds on the front tire there. And about 10-30 seconds on the rear. Alright, this one should be pretty close to the other one. It's about 9-30 seconds on the rear on this side. And about 6:30 seconds on the front there. So that's our tread depth all the way around the vehicle. Whoops, I locked myself out. All right, so let's walk around again so I can unlock the door. There we go. And this way we can have a look at the interior of the vehicle. We'll start on our passenger side front. Open this up, let you guys have a kind of a look. Center console, dashboard in good shape. All right. Now we'll point this out. This looks like an aftermarket job. I think it's a DVD player. And there's 2 screens in the back headrests of the front seats. So just something to keep in mind. Like I said, I believe that looks like it was installed aftermarket. Let's see, like we're blowing nice and cool now. Yeah, because like I said, it's about 65, and this thing probably only goes down to about 62. It definitely feels cool though. All right, so that is the front. Let's take a quick look here at the seat itself, the floor, and power seats. Let's give you a better perspective so you can see it's actually going forward, backward, and it should be moving forward there. Yep, there it is. All right, so we'll move this a little forward so we can get in the back a little easier. All right. Let me take a step back here, check out our door panels in good shape. And then, of course, the door itself, checking down low. No rust or corrosion down there. All right, this will give us a better look at the system. And I'll mess with it a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'm not sure how to turn it on or off or any of that. Okay, and it looks like it's got an input there for something as well. Anyway, I just want to point that out to you guys. That is just something that's the vehicle comes with. So as you can see, we do have the middle row and of course a third row option here as well. All right, so I'll show you guys how to fold those rear seats down in a second. But first, let's take a look up front here. Just a quick shot of our floor mats or floors and the seats. All right, and then we'll slide this guy forward. All right, so you can climb in there. That's how you get into the back. And then these are pretty simple to fold down. There it goes. Bam, just like that. So you fold down your third row seat, and that gives you all that extra space in the back. You can fold these seats down, these ones here, all the way down as well. Obviously, you need to move it forward and back to get in and out, all that kind of stuff. If you release this, there we go. And that'll let you fold down your seats, I believe. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on it. Basically, the most functional part is the back here, where you can use, fold it down for seats and whatnot. If you do need that extra space in the back. So let's take a step now and check out the rear. Let's open up our lift gate. All right, no problem there. See, this is just coming off of this little gizmo. All right, and this is a 2-part lift gate. Okay, so there is the bottom of it and the top. But before we get a closer look at that, let's just take a check out the back here. All right, I'm kind of just leaving that one up there to give you an idea of how much space you gain when you do fold those seats down. Okay, so that's obviously something that's always good to have a little flexibility. Now let's go around the bottom here of our lift gate, check for any rust corrosion. Looks pretty clean here. All right, looking good. Now I just remembered I did forget to give you guys a quick look around the door jambs on this side. So let's go back to this one and just do a quick look. You can see nice, clean, shiny paint all the way around, no rust, corrosion, anything like that. And then down low, looking good. Same thing on this side. We'll start right here into the wheel well, which is always important. Okay, so there is a look at the door jambs on this side. It's just too distracted by our folding third row seats. And now we caught up. Now we're on to this side of the vehicle. Obviously, same kind of look, different perspective. Here's our floor. All right, and again, what I'll do, slide this guy forward all the way. Give you guys a look back here. And this is pretty simple here. You just pop that seat out of the way, fold this down, and you'll hear it catch and fold down the headrest all the way. So there you go. There's a quick look at the rear. Let me get my fat finger out of there. The rear of the vehicle with the seats folded down. All right, so let's move this seat back. All right, so again, there's a quick look at our driver's side rear seat. All right, now our door panel on this side. Check out the door itself. Nice and clean, no rust, corrosion. And a door jamb, of course. Always got to do the door jamb. Just kind of give you an idea of the condition there. All right, so as you can see, looking nice and clean and shiny. Okay, close that up now, of course, to the driver's seat. All right, we got nice cold AC now. Okay, see there's a little bit of wear and tear on the seat. Play the same thing, a little bit of wear and tear on the carpet here, but that's kind of comes with the territory. Now, of course, power seat. Let's see, moving forward, and we already did backward. And recline, decline, incline, something like that. All right, okay, so that's working just as it should. Take a step back here, have a look at the door panel and the door itself. Down low. And the last thing I'm going to check out on the interior is our door jamb. All right, so there's the interior, folks. Now we're going to check out the exterior of this vehicle, which, as you can see, is in really, really nice shape. There's basically one little issue here. It's got some missing molding on the front. That's really it. I mean, it's a really good shape, besides some birds that had to ruin it by pooping on the car, but, you know, that's what you're going to do. All right, so there, we're basically going to start panel by panel. Check this one out first, looking good. Head up top. And kind of the shoulder of the vehicle, if you will. The top edge there. Driver's door. We'll get a little closer down below the molding so you can see down here. It's still in good shape. Same thing down below, looking good. Real well molding there, looking clean. Take a step back there, tail lights in good shape. Let's get a shot of the top of the tail light. And here's another look at tail light on this side. We're going to go down low and do bumper. Looking good here. Alright, so there you can see XC90 3.2 all-wheel drive. Let's head up to the roof. Alright, and then like I said, it's kind of top of the vehicle down into our rear panel here. There's your fuel door. Alright. Okay, so there's a quick look there. And there. Alright guys, so as you can see, really good body on this vehicle. Really, you know, clean paint, no damage or anything. Overall, in pretty good shape. So this is really the only two little chips in the hood. I'm going to take a step back here and get you a shot of the bumper. You can see the molding missing on that side. Other than that, this car is in fantastic shape. All right, so next thing we're going to do is hop in this thing and take it out on a quick test drive. All right, folks, we're going to hop in this Volvo, take it for a quick test drive here. All right, you see, starts right up, no problem. We do have the air coming in, don't really need it, like I said. buckle up, take it out on the road. Okay, and there we go, all the way up to about 50 miles an hour, a little slower because we have the police up here, so we'll slow down and move over a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can get back up to speed here. Alright, so again, all the way up to about 50 miles an hour. Alright, so the brakes are nice and firm. You can probably hear maybe a little tiny bit of pulsation there. I still think obviously I had the car checked over and it's still in good shape. Just something you can kind of hear a little bit of. We'll check out the brakes a little more thoroughly here in a second. Anyway, alright, now that we're on this side, we should be able to get it up to about, like I said, 55 miles an hour and cruise up this road here. Okay, so again, all the way up to about 55 miles an hour. Okay, let's get back on the road here. Cruising nice and straight down the road. Alright, so what we'll do next, we're going to turn into the lot across from our lot, and we're going to give this thing a nice firm brake check, and just kind of give you a feel for how our braking system's working. I'm going to watch this guy right here. So we're gonna dodge the pothole, get lined up, and then, alright, step on the brake. So we stopped in a nice straight line. The car didn't kind of jig or sag right or left, and also I definitely felt the anti-lock brakes kick in. That'll when you're on gravel and you stop like that, if it doesn't have anti-lock brakes, it'll just slide. And you can see, you can kind of hear, obviously we didn't do any sliding. Alright, so let's get across the road here. Oh, there's another Volvo. Alright, now we're going to check out the all-wheel drive. And what we're basically looking for here is not to hear a lot of spinning of the wheels. Okay, so what I'm basically going to do is just give it some gas. Alright, and then you can kind of feel when the all-wheel drive kicks in. Alright, kind of grab and stop spinning. It takes right off there. Okay, so that's kind of a quick test drive video for you guys. Again, this is a 2007 Volvo XC90 with a little tiny bit over 160,000 miles on it. We are now up to 160,007 miles. We'll just do one last walk around of the vehicle. Okay. All right, get you guys out of there. Take a quick look at our dashboard. Okay, as you can see, no lights on. There's just that one message that pops up and says, you know, maintenance required or whatever. You know, basically it's a built-in thing. Every car's got it different. Some are easy to turn off, some aren't. Some have to be done by manufacturer. But anyway, no lights on, and our mileage is 160,007 miles. All right, so that is just a quick look there at the vehicle. Let's hop out. One last quick walk around. Obviously, this is something with the third row, so if you need the passenger space, this would be a good fit for you guys. Also, being equipped with all-wheel drive around here is something that's definitely advantageous in the bad months of the year. You have about 4 months there where you just never know if it's going to be rain, sleet, snow. You know, we're not talking, you know, dusting. It could be feet. So anyway, something like that, you know, if you really need it, is very helpful. All right, so that's it, folks. Like I said, on the outside, this is a great looking vehicle. On the inside, it's in pretty good shape as well. And you can see on the test drive, it got up and down the road, no problem. Okay, so that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.